Welcome back to Figures, Not Toys, where we review figures, not toys. Today we are on the second episode of our podcast called Who Would Win, where we answer one simple question: who would win? Alright, so I have already spun the wheel for this time because I think it would make it easier to just go ahead and have the wheel spun before we do all of this. So, first up, we have King Kong versus Heisei Godzilla. So, there are three different battles I see going on. One is, Kong from GXK has the Beast Glove, and he fights Godzilla from 84 and versus Biollante. And I would say King Kong would win that. Next, we have him fighting the powered up version from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, where Godzilla would win that fight, and then fighting Burning Godzilla, where he would also win. So, Heisei Godzilla wins this fight. Next, we have Kiyru versus King Kong from 1933, where, that's obvious, Kiyru wins. Next up, we have Destroyah versus 1933 King Kong, which, same story here, Destroyah wins. Now, here is the meat and bones of the whole story, and that is MCU Hulk versus Showa Anguirus. So, let's see what Hulk's biggest feat in the MCU was. So, obviously, snapping the Infinity Stones was a big one. But another impressive feat he did was when he fought against Surtur in Thor Ragnarok and was able to punch him and, push him. So, what's his height in that? Surtur MCU. Can't figure out how tall he is. They're not listing a height. Dang, how tall is he? That's a problem. So, obviously, we're going to be comparing. We're not going to do Surtur at the beginning of the movie because he's really small. But Surtur stands at 300 meters tall. So, Surtur is about the same size as Godzilla Earth. But how much does he weigh? It's estimated probably around 7.3 million metric tons. So, let's think about that. If Hulk is able to punch Surtur like that, that's crazy that he's able to knock that much of his weight in just one punch. Like something this small was able to knock Surtur super far. Not super far, but hit him back pretty far, which is honestly a pretty big feat for Hulk here, considering that Surtur is a few million pounds or a million tons. So, I would say that Hulk would have no problem taking care of Showa Anguirus. He would probably grab Anguirus by the tail and throw him. Because honestly, that's ridiculous, the amount of punching power he has against Surtur. And I know I've hardly mentioned Anguirus, but we're taking into Hulk's biggest achievement in the MCU, which was easily knocking Surtur over. So, yeah, I would say Hulk whoops Showa Anguirus, no contest. And that is the podcast. Who would win? Please be sure to leave which battles you'd want to see in the comments, and we will do that in the next episode.